Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast.
Good morning and welcome to the Ordinary Daily version of the Ordinary Marathoner Podcast. My name is Scott. I'll be your host today. Try to do some multitasking today. I actually recorded this podcast a little bit while I was giving Ellie her morning bottle, and had some technical difficulties with the cat jumping on the desk and the dog is at my feet. Everything is just mayhem. Mommy's gone for 2 days. She'll be back here tonight. Ran out of coffee mugs. I'm drinking out of the mommy coffee mug, which I think I've earned over the past day and a half. She leaves for a couple days and things just go crazy. But Ellie's here with me. I'll try to splice in a little bit of a picture on the video of what it was like to try to podcast with holding a baby, feeding her the bottle, having a cat jump on the desk. It's mayhem. It's mayhem at the house this morning. Ellie decided to wake up a little bit early today, so I woke up at 5:21. Thank you, Verizon. I want to thank Verizon. I'm sure I signed up for automated text messages regarding my bill, but yeah, this is called sarcasm, Ellie. I'm sure I signed up for automated text messages, and I went over my data storage, so they charging me $15 or something. Thanks for notifying me at 5:21 a.m. This is what customer service has become these days, guys, right? We don't even blink an eye anymore. It's like, why would you text or call or do anything to a customer at 5:21 a.m.? They're lucky because I kind of needed to be up anyway, and I wanted to get up early anyway. And I happen to have usually I do turn my phone off, but I usually turn it off because sometimes my friend Vinny goes into this, who was on the podcast a couple weeks. He goes into this like watching TV at 3 a.m. and decides to go on a text rant. And so it just buzzes and buzzes all night. So I usually turn it off at night, but he hasn't done that in a while. So I've left it on. And at 5:21, thank you, Verizon. Yeah, Verizon, for waking me up. Good customer service, sending text messages at 5:21 in the morning. We all look forward to those. What else we got? Boston Marathon. Man, marathon investigator. I love the guy. I do. I love him, Ellie. He does a job that is needed. I feel like sometimes he finds these cheaters that, man, it would just take a little bit of effort from some of these races to figure it out. And especially for these guys who are qualifying for Boston, like the clown that he wrote about yesterday. The guy finished Boston in a little over 3 hours. I hate to say it. I don't even want to say it. I'm not going to say it. You knew the guy didn't finish in that time. And you look at his splits, and then, right, they have the timing mats, and he hit like the first timing mat, the 5K mat, averaging an 11-minute mile, and then he finishes in like 3 hours and change, which is like a 7-minute mile pace, and he misses all of the remaining timing mats except for the last one. And I can't imagine, like, what gets into your head that makes you think that's a good idea. I don't understand why you would do that. I can't picture, like, what are you trying to be able to tell people that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you finish Boston or not. It matters to you. Right, Ellie? That's right. And I don't get it. So what, for the rest of your life, you're going to be able to tell people like, I ran Boston Marathon. Here's my medal. That's what you want to do? That's your accomplishment? Just to be able to say it when you never did it? It is an accomplishment, but only if you do it. And now you're going to be embarrassed. You're an embarrassment to your family. And I'm going to say it because you are. And it's funny because I think about it sometimes and I try to be sort of lenient. Right? I try to think, all right, maybe there's something mental with this guy. Maybe there's something, maybe he's got like issues from his childhood. He never had enough attention. Maybe I should feel bad for him. Maybe I should feel bad for him that people are going to be ridiculing him now and ostracizing him. And then I think, you know what? This guy kind of deserves it. And it's not so much that he's a jerk. But it's not even, he could be actually a nice guy. But It's that one person that's home, right? It's that one person who has been trying and working their butt off trying to qualify for Boston. And guys that are in the discussion group, we know people like this. If you listen to the podcast, we know people like this. Mike Taruso, took him years to qualify for Boston, ran it. I didn't congratulate him on the podcast, but congratulations, Mike. Took him years to qualify and run it. Ran it on Monday. Awesome. And that's kind of like, that's what it should be about. But it's that one person that's home, that one person like Mike, that one person like Carla, who I believe she hit the qualifying time last year and didn't actually qualify. She put her name in, but she didn't have enough of a cushion in the time and didn't actually qualify. I think she's going to qualify this year. Knock on wood. I hope. But you watch these people work and the things that they do and the runs that they go on every day in the rain, whatever, trying to qualify for this race. And this one clown will take someone like that spot. And that's where sort of the viciousness of how horrible this act is. And it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's more pervasive than you would have thought. It seems like, this guy finds people every race. He finds people every race. And then he looked at his qualifying. His qualifying was Chicago, and the guy's qualifying was similar. He hit like the first mat or two, and then he just showed up at the finish line. Hey, I qualified for Boston, 3 hours, 3-hour marathon. And nobody flagged this? And it sucks. I don't want to blame the races either. Because really, in a perfect world, you shouldn't have to worry about stuff like cheating. In a perfect world, it doesn't make sense. I think to people to normal everyday people, it doesn't make sense that anyone would do that. If you work that hard to qualify, you want to qualify legitimately. And it's just these one-off idiots, these one-off jackasses that, that ruin it. It's insane. Yeah. Ellie, right? Yeah, Ellie knows. So we're teaching lessons here. She's looking pretty cute. I can't podcast all day with her sitting here today. We're going to have to cut it short today. But look, let's talk. Let's move on. I'm gonna blow a gasket here if I talk about this all morning. But it just bothers me so much. So Friday, tomorrow we're gonna have Sarah Kelly on the podcast. Gonna bring her in. I'm gonna try to do a video podcast. So I'll probably have it out on the weekend. I hope we get that out on the weekend. Sarah is a local triathlete and apparently really good. I think she qualified for Kona. We're going to get all this story. I can't wait. I have tons of questions, and I just, it's shocking to me. When I started my endurance sport career here about 5 years ago, I remember doing New York City Marathon and thinking, wow, looking around, I remember just kind of being like, wow, nobody here knows that I ran a marathon. There's nobody here in this town that how many people in this town, maybe I knew one other person that might have done a marathon. And just thinking it's a very exclusive club. And all of a sudden you start to kind of walk around and meet people at the gym. And, especially in the pool, that's where they all are. They show up with their Ironman swim caps and backpacks. And all of a sudden you go from thinking that you're the only Ironman in town to wow, there's a whole lot of us. You see the 140.6 stickers. We're all over. And, we had, I think about my town. My town is not big. And Laura Stebbins has been on the podcast a number of times. Kat Morrissey is a very competitive triathlete. I met someone, her name, I think it's Kristen, who I think Sarah actually coaches Kristen. I met her down at the gym. She is a triathlete. Sarah qualified for Kona. And all of a sudden, this is my town. And all of a sudden, it's all these people have done it. It almost feels less exclusive. Maybe I got to do more. Anyway, I reached out to Sarah. Sarah's going to come on the podcast. And looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. It's just amazing to me how many triathletes are out there. Yesterday's workout. Got the yoga done. Guys, I am on fire with the yoga. I'm becoming a convert. I'm doing the 30-day yoga journey with Adrian on YouTube. That's right. I'm shocked that I'm even saying that. I don't know why. I feel like, you know what? I feel like there's a very small group of us, sort of a Generation X type group of us. Like millennials, a millennial guy would just walk into a yoga class and not even think twice about it. But I think we grew up with like, I don't know, like Jazzercise and what was that? Jane Fonda. And it just was like that aerobic kind of thing. And really the only dude doing it was like Richard Simmons. And look, I'm not trying to paint a picture here, but yeah, you can kind of see where an adolescent teen in that sort of generation would be like turned off. Not exactly the most tough guy image, doing sort of aerobic classes, yoga classes, things of that nature. So I think it's kind of like put into our brains that it's not something cool and it's something to overcome. And I feel like, man, I've done like 2 weeks and now I did 2 weeks and now I'm on day 3 of my, it's weird for me to say 30-day yoga journey. It sounds so weird. So weird. But I'm doing it, damn it. I'm doing it. And it's pretty cool. I think it's been very beneficial already. And I think if I didn't feel like I was seeing benefits already, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But I definitely feel benefits in my balance, general kind of flexibility and strength. It feels good because I never stretch. You know, I know I've said this before, but everyone says you got to run and stretch, and after every workout you stretch, and all the dynamic stretching beforehand. I don't do any of that. I've never done any of that. You know, I think I used to do static stretching beforehand, and it turns out that's bad for you. So now I don't do anything, and I really should be. And that's part of the reason why I get sore. My back gets sore. Other than I'm old, I'm just not flexible. So I think that whole flexibility and sort of core strength, it's going to come into play. It's really going to help. Of course, it's not going to help if I don't do any runs and I don't do any bikes, but which is part 2 of the workout. So yesterday, you know, before I knew it, I kind of like blinked my eyes. It was 2:00. I only had till 3:00 available to me to work out. I'd done the yoga, and it was time to do a run. And I'm like, man, I had about 20 minutes to do it. So I jumped on the treadmill. I set it to 7 miles an hour. Yep, that's pretty fast, Ellie. Pretty fast for me. Set it to like 7 miles an hour and just kicked some miles out, like maybe 2.5 miles, something like that. I think my pace at the end was like 8:25, which is really quick for me. I felt good about it. In that it was a pretty good effort, pretty intense. I felt bad about it and that I really need to add some more miles to this thing, and I'm not. My diet was bad yesterday. I kind of have it in my mind, you know, it's 102 or 101 days to Lake Placid. I think it's 101. I'll put the sign up again tomorrow. I have all of a sudden I've been kind of, my mind has shifted, and especially with Stephanie gone for the last couple days, and it's being, you know, I don't really have much free time to get the workouts done. It's almost like my mind has said, all right, let's get to 100 days. It's a nice round number. It's special. Get to 100 days, then we're going to flip that switch. Yeah. We're going to flip that switch and get really intense and focused over the last 100 days. And I don't know. I feel like I have a good mindset to do it, and we'll see. Hopefully the light goes on, because I need, especially in the diet portion of of this training cycle. So, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes from there. And today, our nanny's coming at 8. I don't know, 8:00, and I'll be able to get the yoga in, and then I've got a lot of work to do on the Ordinary Marathon. I think we got a bunch of people signed up yesterday. We were working pretty hard on that. I know Scott Frassard has sent out the packet, so if you've already registered, keep an eye on that mail. It's on the way. You got your medal, your shirt. If you've ordered a shirt, it's coming. Really looking forward to it, guys. It's a week away, really. It's a week and 1 day, 8 days away, the start of the Ordinary Marathon. And I'm just super excited about it. Can't wait to get all this stuff together and get running with you guys. It's going to be really, really cool. And, Laura and I are now movie stars. And you guys follow my YouTube channel. Check it out, because I really need the subscribers. It really help us out. Hit that subscribe button. But Laura and I, we went on our bike ride of 65 miles. I recorded on the GoPro. Let me pick this kid up. She needs a little attention. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hi. So I recorded our ride on the GoPro and put a little audio to it because, the trail itself, a couple times I did the trail when I first started it, and I first started riding, I got lost here and there. I didn't know where the trail went. And their signage has gotten better, so it's a little harder to get lost. But I just kind of overlaid some audio track to it and my voice kind of telling people where, what's up with the trail. I did it on the way because my GoPro ran out of battery, so I got it all the way from Westfield, Massachusetts, down to Plainville, Connecticut. It was 32 or 33 miles, something like that. And I sent it to the trail people. I just said, here you go. Here's a video of your trail if you want it. And they posted it to their page with a nice little message about, going for a bike ride with Scott and Laura. So it's kind of cool. I don't know. I just did it on a whim. I figured, hey, I got this video. I might as well send it to them. And they put it up on their website. So, if you want to take a look at the trail, you can just go to our YouTube channel and check it out. It's like a 30-minute video of just the trail. I don't know if you got that kind of time, but that's what we did. It was good. Anyway, I'm loving the GoPro. I got to find more ways to use it. And with that, I think, for today, get the yoga in. It's going to rain. I think I'm going to, I should do another run. Either that or I got to put the bike on the trainer. I might put the bike on the trainer. Maybe I'll do a brick. Ding. That's what I should do. We'll get the bike on the trainer and then we'll run on the treadmill while it rains in the afternoon. Hopefully get all that done by about 3:30. You want my phone? Is that what you want? They start really early with the phone. She's like reaching for the phone. Yeah, I know. It's okay. You can't have a phone until you're at least 20. All right, with that, hope you guys got good plans for your training. Hope you get it all in today. Remember, every day is an ordinary day. It takes you to make it extraordinary.
Remember to like our video and subscribe to our channel.